Mateo, and we have to fight the fighting gym leader, technically. And I'm going to keep this battle in regular speed, both because he is the leader of this gym, even though it's not really a gym, and he uses rather unique Pokemon that not very many people use. Starting off with Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee is the more offensive of the other two, and he focuses on kicking type moves such as Mega Kick, Rolling Kick, Double Kick. Pretty much any kick move he has. So you want to watch out for that. And right now he's basically just raising a ton of attack. And the only reason that Ivysaur is doing so low is because he is 10 levels lower than this guy. However, I'm just trying to get some levels. And luckily Ivysaur is part poison type, so he resists fighting type a bit. However, he's still going to go down because of all those attack raises. So, oh well, we have other Pokemon to use. Except Wartortle is also fainted. So let's try Pikachu, who's only 8 levels lower. Still quite a bit. Really shouldn't be doing this at this point. Way to go, Pikachu. Yeah. Bringing out Dugtrio again, who's one of the more powerful Pokemon, and plus his speed should allow him to be able to beat Hitmonlees, and yes, and critical hit, nice, although I don't think that made a difference. Either way, now we have Hitmonchan, who is the more defensive one, although this guy still uses X attacks on him. The thing about Hitmonchan... Wait, did I say now we have Hitmonlee? Well, either way, the thing about Hitmonchan is he has all 3 of the elemental punches, which are Fire Punch, Ice Punch, and Thunder Punch. Now, why he didn't use Ice Punch instead, I have no idea, but whatever. Even though it's the more defensive, it's still going down pretty quickly. It might be because of Dugtrio's higher attack stat. And of course, you just had to hit 5 times with Comet Punch. Or whatever, Flareon's going to beat you and get experience now. Quick attack. Just to beat the speed, just in case, and we got him down. So there we go, we beat him. He doesn't even have a name, that's how unimportant he is. But yes, we can't take the emblem, however we can take a prized fighting Pokemon. And I am going to take Hitmonlee. I was really close to taking Hitmonchan for the fact that it does have all 3 elemental punches. The only problem with that is that Hitmonchan's special stat is pretty bad. So it might have the elemental punches, but it doesn't have a special stat to be able to really use them. So yeah, chose Hitmonlee, and that's the 4th member of the team. And we won't be getting the 5th or 6th for quite a while. Like, not for another 10 or so parts, I'd say. Especially if we have Pokemon training montages, in which I just get a bunch of Pokemon. Either way, we are now in Vermilion City, because there's a little side quest thing that I forgot about. Well, didn't necessarily forget about, but I didn't think of it as important. However, if I want to go down the cycling road, it is pretty important, and I do want to go down the cycling road. So here we go. And now that we can just go through Saffron, then this will be even easier, although you could just go through the underground path, but whatever. We're doing this anyways, and Pikachu is in love. Oddly enough with a Clefairy, which, as I said earlier, is what its little picture things looked like before they made a Pikachu specific one. We just have to go around to the other side of the table. You have more than 100, I have around 60 now, I'd say. Nah, we're not as good as you, but we will beat you up. And now he's talking about his Rapidash, and he gives us the bike voucher, which we can then take to Cerulean City, and will allow us to get a bike, which costs, I think, 1,000,000 Pokédollars, which is much more than we could possibly even carry. We cap at 999,999, or it might just be 99,999, but whatever, it's one more than what we can carry in our wallet, because whatever. And now here we are in Cerulean in the bike shop. So just talk to this guy, we give him the bike voucher, and we can get a bicycle. which I'm not really going to use except for on the cycling road, which is actually coming up very soon. But here we are now in Lavender Town. Yay for teleportation. So now that we've kicked Team Rocket out of Celadon City and we have the Silph Scope, we are now able to see the ghosts in this area, and I will show what the ghost would actually look like otherwise later on. But oh no, not him again. The story brings me here, the plot. What brings you here? I mean, you don't need to go through here in order to progress through the game. You could just teleport to wherever you want to be. But pay close attention to the Pokemon that Lavender or Gary or whatever you want to call him uses in this battle. Also, I found it funny that Mirror Move, because his Fearow was faster, his Mirror Move failed. Otherwise, he would have hit me with a Water Gun, which wouldn't have done much anyways, but whatever. Fury Attack. What is it with these multiple hit moves? Watch, it's going to hit me all 5 times. 3, 4, and... yep. Fantastic. Oh yeah, I feel I should mention, in the last part I was talking about how there was no Pokemon with a fighting subtype in this generation. Well, I was wrong. Turns out that there's a thing called Poliwrath, which I completely forgot about when I was talking. I could have sworn that there was one, but I just couldn't put my finger on it, so I was just like, I don't think there is one, but there is. It's Poliwrath. And funny thing too, because I thought of using Poliwrath for a short while, seeing as how it's the other evolution of one of my favorite Pokemon, being Politoed. It's a frog. I mean, that's awesome. But whatever. Vulpix, that's a new Pokemon. I still hope you're paying attention to the Pokemon that he throws out during this battle, because I'm going to make a note of it later on. Wartortle is getting very close to evolving, only 2 more levels, so we're going to keep him out and use him a whole bunch in this area. But we'll get to that later on. And lastly, we have his Eevee. Still not evolved, even though he could have very easily gone to Celadon and buy a stone by now. In the next battle, it will be evolved. And it's only level 25. We just went through a gym with level 37 Pokemon for the gym leader. And he even gave us a Pokemon that's at level 30. And that's just starting. And it only has 2 moves. But yeah, you see? He didn't throw out Raticate. A lot of people think that his Raticate actually died. Like, during the battle of the SSN, you beat it up a little too much. And in the whole party and everything, and then the SSN took off with him on it or not, I don't know. But either way, he got to the Pokemon Center and they weren't able to save his Raticate. So basically you killed his Raticate, and now he's going to try to beat you in order to avenge that Raticate. But either way, the trainers here, they are all channelers, and they all have a single Ghastly. Some of them might have more, but most of them only have 1, and some of them might have Ghastly's evolved form, which is Haunter. They're the only ghost-type Pokemon in the game, Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar, that is. They are the only ghost types. And they are also part poison type. Although they really don't have any poison type moves, you could still exploit that and have your ground type Pokemon, or maybe a Psychic. I think, yeah, Psychic works well. Although I'm not sure. In the previous 2 games, Ghost is actually not very good against Psychic, although in the anime they said that Ghost is super effective against Psychic. I'm not sure if they changed it in this game or the future games. It's definitely not changed in Red or Blue. It's definitely changed in Fire Red and Leaf Green. However, this game I'm not sure about. So yeah. And another theory with this place is that these channelers aren't actually trainers. They're just people being possessed by the Ghastly, and then when you walk up to them, the Ghastly come out in battle, and you beat them up, and then the channeler the channeler will be freed from the possession, which the channeler will be freed from the possession, and then they're all confused and stuff about where they are. I mean, if you look at the ending dialogue, they're like, whoa, where am I? And they're also saying garbled up nothingness in the beginning, like, battle me, when you run into them. So see, dig is super effective, so we're going to do that. See, woo, the spirit left. They wouldn't be all too glad that their Pokemon fainted, I'd say, but these people are, so I am incredibly sure that they're being possessed. Also, don't try using ground-type moves on Ghastly and Haunter in Fire Red and Leaf Green or any future generations, because abilities were invented then, and they have Levitate, so they basically block that ground-type weakness. But for now, we can exploit it. So, hooray for exploitation! See, this channeler is being possessed by multiple Ghastly. And although it does say sent out, I really doubt that. I think that was just like a minimal coding thing that they really didn't change. Now, why they pay me money, I don't know. Maybe because I saved them and they're thankful. So they're like, here's a penny, sonny. And yeah. There's an item over there, and we have a random battle against, well, what do you guess, Ghastly. So let's go ahead, and this isn't going to work out all too well, because it's either super effective or won't affect at all, because Ghost completely blocks normal type attacks. So, oh, Confuse Ray, this is bad. I hate Confuse Ray like most other people. We're going to try Vine Whip, because it's poison type, so it'll be resistant. But of course you're hitting yourself. Lick is a ghost type attack, although it doesn't do much at all. It could possibly paralyze. And yeah. Come on now. There we go. This should be good, especially since, okay. So there we go. We have a bunch more to go, but we could catch a Ghastly. I thought about using Ghastly to fight against Psychic types, however, after the Psychic type gym, there really isn't all that many Psychic types to fight. And also, because of my whole no trade Pokemon rule, I could not use Gengar, because to evolve Haunter, you have to trade it. So basically, I'd be stuck with using Haunter forever, which I didn't want to do. So, no Ghastly for me, or Gengar, or Haunter, or whatever. No Ghost Pokemon for me, basically. Which I can easily say, because, as I said earlier, this is the first not gas type Pokemon. God, that would be awful. The first ghost type Pokemon. Now then, about that item, an Awakening. That's not all too helpful. Not very many Pokemon put your Pokemon to sleep. You really have to worry more about the paralysis, the confusion, and the poison. But either way, and there really is nothing that'll heal confusion except for switching out your Pokemon, but I don't feel like doing that. See, she's all confused. Huh? Who? What? She has no idea what she's doing because she's possessed by the Ghastly. I think I have the right idea here, although then again, I'm me and therefore narcissistic. But whatever. We could at least go through this area. So many Ghastly. This place just gets rather repetitive, although it's kind of cool side area. I don't know, they could have put more in here than a Ghastly. I think there should have been more ghost type Pokemon, but then again, there just should have been more ghost type Pokemon. This square right here will fully heal your Pokemon, so this place is great for training, especially since they have pretty high level Pokemon in the wild here. I mean, we just ran into a level 18 Ghastly, and that's like the lowest level Pokemon that we can find here. We could get up to level, I'd say 23, 24-ish, especially in the higher levels, the higher floors of this place. And this is towards the end, more like 2/3 of the way through the area. And I just ran into a battle in the Purification Zone. I didn't think that was possible, but whatever. You shall join us. I was going to go somewhere with that, but I forget what. Um, I don't know, telemarketer joke or something? I don't know. Either way, we are almost done here. So there are like 2 more trainers on this floor, and if we wanted to, we could just pass by her. But she has a hunter, so that's slightly interesting. It's still incredibly weak and still has the same exact moveset and pretty much the same stats as Ghastly, only slightly higher, but whatever. Oh, hi, it's gone. But seriously, these people are possessed. The Ghastly episode of the Pokemon anime was weird. The Ghost of Maiden Peak. Especially since Ghastly was actually talking for one, so it's part of that short list that can actually talk. Short list of Pokemon that can actually talk, that is. And then it turned into, because Aiken's wrapped around it, it turned into a ferret. At least I think it was a ferret. Or a mongoose, one of the two. Just some brown, real animal type of deal. So, yeah, just because they didn't have, a Pokemon that ate snakes. So they had to go for that. It was amusing. Just how they have and mention real animals in the show. Like, in one episode, Misty mentioned the lion tamer and the one with the guy at the Sandshrew and the training stuff. There are multiple actual fish in the ocean when they could just put Magikarp, Gyarados, Horsies. They have a bunch of fish, Goldines and Sea Kings that they could have put there, but no, they just put an actual fish. But whatever. And then all of a sudden all the actual animals died, and then everything was a Pokemon. But whatever, including giant balls of gas and household appliances. But whatever. Go, Toaster! Okay, we're not going to make it to the end of this place, but we could make it before a little story event. So, one last Ghastly. We're almost done with this part. A little long, but we just had to get in all this Ghastly. It's Ghastly, Ghastly, Ghastly. Goodness. So, just pick up this item. It's a rare candy. Nice. And I will see you all next time. Bye. Once we make a little switch to the team, putting Wartortle up front. Bye.